several topics to talk about. The first topic is about North Korea and their and nukes threaten security with nuclear weapons. And the second one is the reestablishment of the international relations between Colombia and Venezuela. But first, Iván.
Good evening, Felipe. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Kevin.
Hi, everybody. Good evening.
José Antonio.
Hi, just doing fine.
Well, the North Korean government it is said that they have enough plutonium to make half dozen of nuclear bombs. This is putting nervous to the other government like the United States that have take action on this. Iván, what do you think?
Well, I think having that quantity of nuclear weapons is very dangerous for many countries, including that country itself.
Kevin?
Well, Philip, I think this is stupid. I don't think North Korea is the only country with atomic weapons. What do you think?
Well, I think North Korea might even need those weapons, since many countries mess with them, since they are one of the fewer communist countries. So they may need these weapons to earn the respect of other countries.
Well, according to the Times Magazine, the Financial States Department advisor, Robert Eichhorn of the United States, said that the rest of the world will make an economic bloc. What is this, Iván?
Well, an economic bloc, that means that the USA won't sell or purchase anything from North Korea. And I think that's a good defense plan.
Mr. Jiménez?
Well, I think the USA is acting as a complete bully. It is abusing from its power in the world's economy.
Well, I agree with you, but I also think USA is acting like the world's nanny or something like that, since they have no authority to punish other countries and tell them what to do.
The ambassador of the United States hopes that these sanctions will function. And I quote, "Our hope is that these measures will be effective, that they will provide strong incentives for North Korea's leaders to abide by the international obligations and to pursue provocative activities and to fulfill completely their commitments to denuclearization on the Korean Peninsula." Iván?
Well, I agree with that, bro. This measure will stop North Korea from making that nuclear weapons, and the world will be safer.
Let me take this one up. You talk about North Korea respecting the treaty in which it accepted to denuclearize itself, but was that really an agreement? Maybe it was an imposed agreement by the USA. That's why they don't want to accept the treaty and respect its terms.
Well, I think that the strategy that the USA took was very radical. Unfortunately, the North Koreans will have to accept. That's all.
Well, to end with this topic, I think that the North Korean government should listen to the United States and stop producing nuclear weapons because it's very dangerous for the rest of the world. Iván, what do you think?
Well, I think this is the first step to have a war without nuclear weapons. It's fine that the United States is doing that.
Thanks. Kevin?
No, I will change my mind. I think that the USA is abusing from its power, and now the North Koreans, unfortunately, will need to do what the USA wants.
I think North Korea is a sovereign country and should be treated accordingly. So the USA has no right to involve itself in other countries' issues.
Thanks to all. Well, now we have another topic. The second topic for today is the reestablishment of the diplomatic relations between Colombia and Venezuela. The whole issue started because Venezuela owes to Colombia a lot of money, but the good news is that Venezuela have already paid a part of that money, 200 millions. Imagine how much they have owed them. Iván?
Well, I think that's fine that they have paid part of their debt. Now, with the reestablishment of the relations, they could share a lot of culture, and now they can progress politic and economically.
Yeah, especially because they are border countries.
Yeah.
Kevin?
Well, I'm glad these two countries have reestablished their relations. It's very important for the economy of the country to have relations with the border countries. Other way, they would be very bad.
Yeah, I'm glad also that Hugo Chavez is taking a very formal posture since he has been making official announcements on TV. So this talks about a formal commitment to enhance the relationships between both countries.
Well, I think that it is very good for the relation that Venezuela agreed to pay that much money, even though they owe them like $1,000 million. But it's a start. It's a good start to a new relation because they share border, they share part of their culture, they share language, they share a lot of things, and it's very bad to be in war or something like that with another country, especially if you are next to it. So, Iván, what do you think?
Well, $200 million is lots of money. I wonder why they will pay that much. Were they very desperate to have relations with that country?
Well, maybe they felt bad because they didn't pay the debt, but maybe they needed some external support.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe they needed support with the guerrilla mainly, since that one had been the priority of the Venezuelan government in the past years. Maybe they needed the support from Colombia in order to fight that guerrilla effectively, and that's why they were so desperate about beginning new relationships with Colombia.
Well, finally, to conclude, I think that both countries will be beneficiated for this movement. Colombia will get their money, and Venezuela will start again being in a diplomatic relation with a border country. In well, all it has to be with trading, business, and their economy will level up. I think that's a possibility. Ivan, what do you think about this?
I think it's a good possibility. I think both countries will progress economic and politically speaking.
Well, that's all, my friends. We'll see you in the next 5 p.m. news. Thank you.